Hi, everybody. I'm Hector Garcia, CPA. I've actually been working with the Anchor team for months. We've been brainstorming about what would it look like, next generation software that would help accounting professionals transform their businesses to become transformers, to become guides of transformation to their clients. And we really would love to come up with a product. While we don't have any products to announce yet, I do want to give you a glimpse into some of the thinking that has gone through these brainstorming sessions, specifically with ChatGPT and helping us prepare for those conversations with our clients and also help us price those services, probably through a subscription business model, but just having the language, right, so to speak, right? So it's interesting that one thing I learned from Ron Baker is that all transformation is linguistic, and then ChatGPT comes up and it's called a large language model. So we have this computer tool that what it does best is language. So that means change and transformation onto our industry is imminent. And we kind of have two paths that we can pick here. One is for us to do nothing and kind of wait for that change to happen onto us, or two, to force that path and be the ones that are in the driver's seat of that change. So I kind of want to show you a little bit of what we've been thinking about, and maybe what could be the inspiration to something that we actually built specifically to help us through that. But I am in ChatGPT right now, and basically I gave it a link to Threshold Now's Revelation, which is Ron Baker and Ed Kless's sort of manifesto on what they feel the professionals nowadays should be thinking about as we enter this transformation economy. So I basically said, hey, analyze this from the lens of an accountant. And then it did its analysis. So I allowed it to do its analysis, no problem. There's actually no call to action yet. It's just building the context. And I'm trying to use that as inspiration. So I let it do its own breakdown. And then I said, so this is your inspiration for what I'm going to ask you. Are you ready? And it says, yes, absolutely. Dig in. So then I go with my prompt, and this is kind of the key here. So I told it, the ultimate goal is for you to help me build a single prompt with all the moving parts that we will plug into a custom GPT. And this prompt's job is to help transformers, accounting professionals, prepare a conversation about transformation with their clients. And then I went in there with a lot of details, and then it says, great, I know exactly what you want. And then I give it a little bit more custom information. So I start giving it, okay, I want you to be a coach, and I want you to generate a proposal building plan. And I want you to, start with the first question in terms of what path are we going to be following. Is it going to be a preparation for a conversation, or is it going to be, we already had the conversation, now we must price the job? And then I give it just basically more guidelines, and then it builds the ultimate prompt. So I grab this whole prompt again, and I copy and paste it into what's called a custom GPT, which is what we have here on the screen. And we don't have time to go into like how this custom GPT is built, but I'll have a webinar in the future where I'll kind of walk people through step by step. We'll spend an hour, 2 hours going through it. But the end result is I start a custom GPT and I ask it, I'm ready to start thinking about the proposal for my client. And it goes, great. Which path are we taking? Are you gearing up for the conversation? Is this a pre-value conversation? Or you already talked to your client and we're ready to deliver a proposal? So this tool that I built with that big prompt can do one of the two paths. So let's say I tell it A, right? So I'm just gathering, I'm just gearing up for a conversation, just gathering some ideas. So then it goes, okay, perfect. We know the questions to ask you, the accounting professional, to get prepared. So here's the first context. What kind of client is this, right? All the details, industry, revenue level, team size, that sort of thing. Next one, what did they say they need help with, right? Because the customer is always going to self-diagnose. Then, what deeper business or emotional pain do you think, again, you might not have the answer, but this is to build some pre-context, might be lurking beneath the surface of the request. And then if things go amazingly well and you could transform them in the next 6 months to 12 months, what would that look like? And feel free to use financial or personal wins. So it's guiding you through the process, and you're going to be answering all these questions. What do you personally feel excited about helping them achieve? Which skills, frameworks, experiences can you bring to the table to make a difference? And lastly, what's one powerful question you could ask to flip their perspective on the problem entirely? So that's how it starts. It asks you the questions as the accounting professional so you can start getting prepared. And with the little evidence that you have, because it's a pre-value conversation call, you probably already had a fit call, or maybe you had a request via email. You already had some data about this client. Maybe you went into their website. Maybe you know who they are, in the community. Like, we're gonna gather pre-evidence for this, and then I go in there and I start answering the questions. So as a CEO of a family-owned construction company, they want their books to be clean so they can have accurate job costing. And I think they have fear of delegating, and they want to keep things very close to their chest, or they think that paying a controller 75 grand a year is going to come from their take-home profits. And then what they want is to double next year and build luxury homes in the community and increase the property values of their community. And I want to help where I can, but I don't want to become their employee. And I know QuickBooks Enterprise very well, which I'm comfortable with, which they're using. They want to move to QBO, but I'm afraid it'll fall short. So I want to encourage them to not change it now, but then maybe think about changing it in the future, that sort of thing. And then, the question that is asking me to think about asking them is, are you looking for a one-time patch to this issue, or a permanent change in your business that makes every decision moving forward easier to make and backed by real insight? So I thought of that. That was my work as the consultant. I had to think about that first. So then, because of the whole prompt and because of the answers I gave it, now it starts giving me the summary of how to walk into that conversation ready. So here's a quick summary profile of the client, just so you understand that the bot understands what you're giving. And then it gives you, in this case, 6 Socratic questions to elevate your conversation. So it's giving you the questions you can think about asking while you're having that value conversation with your client. So this is the capability versus capacity question. So if your books were crystal clear tomorrow, what new decisions could you make faster or with more confidence? Or, the ROI on delegation. So imagine hiring a controller that frees up 10 hours of your week, right? The CEO, where you can reinvest those hours in your goal, in building those luxury homes that you want to build and doubling your revenue. And then the future cash narrative question. When you picture doubling your revenue, what financial insights will you rely on to avoid cash flow crunches, right? In my experience working with construction companies, fast growth also brings cash flow crunches, right? That's all the insight that you bring with your experience. Then we have the risk lens. What costs of a single mispriced job or a delayed WIP report could actually, what kind of costs could they bring into the business, compared to having tighter controls? System test. If you stepped away for a month, which reports would keep the team confident? Which gaps would surface quickly? Transformation choice. Are you applying for a quick patch or laying a foundation that turns data into a competitive edge for the next decade? You also may want to notice how it used the terminology of the industry. Like it said patch, right? It said foundation, right? It uses that terminology to make that conversation flow really well. And then it gives you more tips, right? So framing yourself, right? We're not scrubbing numbers. We're installing a dashboard that steers every bid, every crew allocation, every expansion move. Or, an internal controller is not overhead. It's a throttle that lets you accelerate safely into building the luxury homes while protecting your profit. And then it gives you a couple more things, some metaphors, and that sort of thing. And then you can go to the next step and you can say, okay, I had the conversation with the client. It went great. Now they're excited to go with a proposal, and how do I price it? So then it goes into phase 2. So you would imagine yourself using ChatGPT to brainstorm, preparing for the conversation, then gathering much more evidence, and then using ChatGPT to help you build that proposal later. And again, that's all pre-built in the original prompt to know what to do. Okay, so now we're going into proposal building mode. So we have a quick discovery. So what did the CEO say he wants to see, feel, or be able to do once the work is done? And then it asks you, beneath his words, what change do you believe he's really after? Control, freedom, sellable company, etc. Financial snapshot. So you start feeding it some information about gross profit, about cash flow, pinch points, that sort of thing. What's blocking the progress? Skills, systems, mindsets, team. Which services or frameworks might you deploy? So then you start talking specific things that you know about. Then, paint the after scene. So what would it look like in 6 to 12 months or 2 to 3 years, whatever? Revenue, profitability, speed decision, owner's headspace, team confidence, right? So start putting some tangible concepts behind that. And then the engagement shape. Is it a one-time catalytic event, right? So a 12-month cleanup, a system rebuild or whatever. Or is it an ongoing journey, right? A monthly growth partner subscription? Or is it both, right? We start with the cleanup and then move into a subscription. And then it's giving you so much more text about why it's asking you the questions that it's asking you. And then you start answering some of that information. So I finished answering all the questions that it asked me, right? This is evidence that I gathered through the conversation I had with the client. And then it's going to think through and actually give me what it thinks should be my approach for building a proposal. And here we go. Here's my transformation proposal building plan. So quick summary of the problem. Books need a deep scrub. Job costs are unreliable. WIP reports lag. Bids sometimes are underpriced. Root cause. Owner keeps reins too tight. Data scattered. There's no financial early warning system, leaving cash tied to the tables. Here's the desired outcomes, right? Job profitability alerts, before things go red. Moving the margin from 20% per job to 30% per job, which is $400,000 at a $4 million revenue target. Rework, right? This will cost between $100,000 to $150,000 per year. Cash flow swinging, from materials and outside labor being smooth. And here's some intangible wins that you can talk about and discuss. Then we have reframing the scope, right? So this is phase one, and it has a specific list of things that we will be doing, right? It's not the tasks, it's the outcomes, right? And then here's the time frame. And then here we go, the growth partner journey. Okay, this is something that I'm visualizing for the next 12 months to be a monthly job call review, job profitability review call, some forecasts, cash flow projections, materials purchases, timing, controller hire, roadmap, right? Going through that process. And then at some point, when they're ready to have their kids take over the business, maybe we'll move into quarterly or something like that. So that's kind of how it works through how to communicate that potential roadmap. So here's the value range to the customer. We pre-built this in the prompt. It's like, look, it looks like the tangible value if we're able to reach, or if they're able to reach all those goals, because what you did help them reach those goals, could have an upside of $450,000 to $750,000, right? This is based on everything that we talked about. Plus, we have some intangibles, right? Having more freedom, less stress, a stronger succession narrative, right? So having able to build a better product, so to speak. Then we have price ranges. So again, based on all the numbers that we discussed, it is saying that you should probably think about charging between $12,000 and $15,000 flat fee to lay down the foundation, and then be able to run with it. And then the next one here would be, okay, if they come up with the package where they do that and also subscribe for $5,000 a month, we'll co-pilot into your internal, into an internal controller in place. And then we have some advisory only sort of post, right? After we got them through the first phase of the transformation, maybe we go down to strategic or something like that. And then we have an external CFO lens, and then maybe they were able to finally hire a controller at this point, right? So these options are framed as roughly 15 to 20% of the first year of the value, right? So it's not an hourly rate, right? So it's kind of breaking it down for you. Here's some optional language proposals. So here's an actual email, that you could put together, right? Maybe I wouldn't be a big recommender of like putting a price on an email. I think you should have that conversation face to face. But this could be, hey, we're very excited to work with you. Tomorrow we're going to discuss. Here's sort of the framing on what we're going to be offering. And then here's some additional ideas inspired from Ron Baker's work and Ed Class's work, which is, let's craft some flourishing KPIs, right? So what would that look like? And here are some flourishing KPI ideas that they give you. So on the category of owner freedom and headspace. So off-grid hours per month. How many hours have you been able to truly disconnect, right? This is something that you can help your clients measure. Stress pulse score, right? So is there a gut check? Are you, from a scale from 1 to 10, how overwhelmed are you feeling, 2 months from now, 3 months from now, 5 months from now? Decision latency. How long does it take the CEO to green light bids or purchases or something like that? And then you measure, right? Is it faster than before? And so this gives you ideas of things that you can measure that's not necessarily things that you measure right in QuickBooks or whatever accounting system you have. Like you build this very custom KPIs that has to do with how much flourishing is coming out of that CEO of that company based on the work that you're doing. Then just imagine using the exact same language that you are chatting with the ChatGPT and helping you build to put your proposal together and put it together in such a way that your customers will understand based on the conversation that you had. So let's say, for example, they pick an ongoing service and they go in and they see the actual details that they talked about that was included in the services. And you can break it down again using the exact same language, the exact same conversation, the exact same back and forth you had during the value conversation with your client. Even your KPIs, you add them in there, and your customers can't think but to work with you. I mean, they look at the proposal and the proposal looks and smells like this person wants to work with me. Again, the proposal uses the exact same language that you were using through this ChatGPT brainstorm, which you used to prepare for the conversation, which then you used their customer specific language to put the proposals together. So like using a system like Anchor or whatever proposal system that you have that piggybacks off all this preparation that you did via ChatGPT, it's probably going to be the ultimate hack to get you really, really quick into this transformation economy bus immediately. So anyway, I know that was a lot to throw at you, but these are the things that we're thinking through in terms of how do we use AI to help us think, to become better brainstormers, to become better prepared to have that conversation that's not about the efforts, not about the scope. It's about that transformation the customer wants and how we are the guide in our customer's journey. So as I mentioned earlier, there will be a QR code somewhere on the screen for you to register to a web webinar if you want to actually nerd out in terms of the little details on how we're going step by step and building a bot, so you can maybe build your own bot that it's actually more aligned with your values, your style. This was based on Ron Baker and Ed Kless's work on this manifesto of threshold transformation, but you could have your own set of values as a business, as a individual, as a professional, that you want to give a little bit of your own personal flavor or spin on how your firm is preparing for the transformation economy. Thank you very much.